Hello everyone, my name is Nessa Renee. Welcome to this new video, and I thought for this video I can just be a little personal with you guys today. So for the past month and a half, I can honestly say that this is the most alone that I've felt in a hot minute, which is really hard to say because I have my parents who always tell me that I can call them and text them, that I have relatives on both sides of my family saying, if you need anything, just call. I have my younger brother who, while he can be really aloof, I can tell him anything. I have my dog that I can snuggle with. Even with all these people who I can talk to, sometimes it feels like I can't say what I'm feeling. A lot of it is I struggle to ask for help when I need help. For example, last fall, there were a number of things that had occurred, but I ended up in the deepest and darkest depression I had ever experienced. I was so mentally, physically, and emotionally exhausted that it was physically draining to basically take care of myself. I was exhausted from going to the restroom. I was tired from bathing so I didn't smell bad to my roommate. And I was so tired that my roommate would constantly have to take me out of my room to go get food. It was hard. There were times where I couldn't express what was wrong. I just knew that there was something wrong. It was really hard for me to tell anyone that I was struggling, because again, asking for help has been something that I've struggled with since I was really little. Currently, right now, I feel that even though I have all these people in my corner, I still feel alone in a lot of the things that I'm feeling. Through this whole summer, I've watched my grandparents, who I love dearly. I need to make that clear. I love them with all of my heart, but I've been watching them decline so rapidly into people that sometimes I can't recognize. And that's a hard pill to swallow, that, you know, these people who I grew up with and sometimes saw as my superheroes or indestructible, they're disintegrating in front of my eyes. And last month, my grandfather had one of the scariest falls I've ever unintentionally witnessed. He fell down some stairs and hit his head to the point where he needed to go to the hospital. And I still worry about that. It's always in the back of my head whenever I look at him. And I am constantly thinking, is this going to be the day? Is this going to be it? Is this when we're going to lose him? That's constantly on my mind. I worry about my mom. She has been the rock for my brother and I since we were really little, and she's struggling. You know, she always makes sure that my brother and I have everything that we need. We have food on our plates. We have a roof over our heads. We've never had to worry about not being okay, but you know, sometimes I worry that there aren't enough times for me specifically, or I've been like, hey, I'm here, are you okay? And you know, just watching everything that's been happening, it feels like there hasn't been enough of me being like, I'm worried about you, or I don't know how I can help you, but I want to help. And sometimes it makes me feel like I'm a bad daughter. Or when I see my brother struggling, you know, with life and being a teenager, and it's like I'm supposed to be the older sister, but I feel like I've done a crap job because I can't protect him from the world. So there's this big ominous cloud of pressure that, you know, sometimes I feel, and it's hard to just be like, I don't know how to express what I'm feeling, and it makes me feel like bottling everything up, which makes me feel like I'm by myself. I know a lot of you can relate to the feeling of you aren't doing enough, or feeling like you aren't enough for the people you care about most. To which I want to say, those feelings are extremely valid, and it's okay to have these feelings, and you are 100% enough. But also, like, you having someone say that does help, but also sometimes it doesn't, because it doesn't erase that feeling of there's more that I could be doing, you know what I mean? And that's completely okay. Recently, my feeling of being alone is because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I feel like I'm a burden to the people I care about most, because, you know, I'm trying to do my thing, finish school, get internships, and be a young adult in this world. But sometimes it feels like trying to live as me is a burden to the people around me. And I don't know how to fix that. I know that the people in my life tell me I can talk to them about anything that I'm feeling, and they ask me if I'm doing okay. But the autopilot response is always, I'm fine, I'm doing okay. I don't know how to say, I'm not okay. This is what I'm feeling. How do I tell that to the people I care about most, when, to me, compared to what's happening, you know, to my grandparents, what could possibly happening in their lives, it feels so minuscule or tedious. Telling people that there have been a few times where I feel like I stick out like a sore thumb because I am me. And sometimes I feel like I'm not able to find my people. Anyways, to wrap up my thoughts, to anyone who's feeling the way that I'm feeling currently, those feelings are very much valid. And, you know, whatever healing you need to do or time you need to process everything, you are allowed to take as long as you need. And I hope that you guys and myself can take the time to find the people that we can trust fully and feel safe enough to lean on them and say that I'm struggling and I need you to just listen to what I'm saying and let me be vulnerable with you. There's no shame in being vulnerable, and there's no shame in not being okay, because it's 100% okay to not be okay. Thank you for watching this video and just allowing me to be vulnerable with you guys. I very much appreciate it, and I appreciate you.